we have finally broke even. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Caleb, and this is ChatGPT versus me, college football week 5. Let's do a little recap of last week, week 4. ChatGPT had Tennessee minus 6.5 versus Oklahoma. Tennessee just doing Tennessee things. I think they're going to be a strong team in the playoffs. Nobody wants to see Tennessee. Nobody wants to see Miami. Nobody wants to see Texas. USC versus Michigan. Michigan plus 4.5. They took back the big house after Texas took it away from them. But USC, Michigan, that was a great game. USC just could not do anything. Utah versus Oklahoma State. They went with Utah money line. I didn't really catch that game, so I don't really know much of it, but they won. And then Florida versus Mississippi State. Florida, the rookie. Y'all got somebody. Keep playing him. Anywho, my picks went Cincinnati versus Houston. Cincinnati minus 3.5. Cincinnati annihilated Houston, my hometown, and Houston did not score a single point. UCLA versus LSU. LSU was rolling. I was sketchy on this one. My heart was freaking pounding. UCLA covered somehow. Thank God. And then TCU versus SMU. The Iron Skillet Bowl. That was the worst Iron Skillet Bowl I've seen in a while. TCU didn't even show up. SMU just destroyed them. It was bad. It was bad. With that being said, let's go to week 5. Start a fresh week. As of now, ChatGPT is 10-4. I am 7-7. We broke even finally. And let's go with ChatGPT's picks. They went with Miami over 34.5. So that being said, they went with the total points. Miami has been explosive offensively, which they have, leading the nation in adjusted offense efficiency. Virginia Tech's defense has struggled, allowing big plays, even against weaker opponents. Miami is 4-0 against the spread, and is likely to keep rolling against the Hawkeyes. I don't hate it. Miami's going to score. Are they going to score more than 35? Cam Ward is going to be on fire, as always. We'll see. Their next pick is Fresno State Bulldogs plus 4 versus UNLV. Fresno State's strong defense and solid recent performance make them a good pick against UNLV, who may be overvalued after the few key wins, which was one of them was against Kansas. The Bulldogs should capitalize on UNLV's defensive vulnerabilities. I don't like that pick. I don't think UNLV is undervalued, but ChatGPT knows everything. So, Khalil Mullings over 79.5 rushing yards in the Michigan versus Minnesota game. That's obviously the Michigan running back. Khalil Mullings has been productive, averaging 8.1 yards per carry. Given his recent performance, Minnesota's defense, he's been a solid bet to go over. So, do they pick it back up? I think so. Minnesota's not that great. Northern Illinois Huskies plus 7.5 versus NC State. NC State defense has struggled against the run, making Northern Illinois an intriguing underdog, especially with their rush-heavy offense. This game could be close, making the Huskies a good pick to cover. Ooh. Maybe. I have no comment on that one. Maybe. We'll see. My picks this week will be BYU plus 3 versus Baylor. How are they underdogs? BYU just pulled the upset against Kansas State, ranked number 13th at the time. BYU also has not let a power conference score a single touchdown this season. And then LG Martin's going to be out again for BYU. They're going to have Sion Moa. I think that's pronounced his name. Baylor also has lost 9 games in a row against the top 25 teams. So I will with BYU plus 3. I think the value is great. Might as well go with them. My next pick is Navy minus 3.5 versus UAB. Is Navy good this year? Can they be ranked? Blake Harvard, good? Hell yeah. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception, 412 passing yards, 366 rushing yards, 7 rushing touchdowns. UAB's quarterback, Jacob Zeno, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But 70% completion rate, so that's pretty good. I think it's top 15 out of the quarterbacks in the country. So Navy's offense will score a bunch of points. Can UAB keep up? Probably not, but we'll see. I think it's going to be a good game. Next, this is my one that's Kansas versus TCU money line. Kansas has lost to UNLV, But TCU has not been looking great, man. They have not been looking great. They lost to UCF, SMU, but they beat LIU, and then Kansas has won against Lincoln, I believe. They lost to Illinois, UNLV, and West Virginia the last 3 games. But with that being said, they've only lost with a combined points 13. So they keep the games close. If they keep this game close and they have a chance, I think they will do good. TCU's rushing defense is bad, so I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of Devin Neal, maybe 2 touchdowns this game. Watch out, though, for TCU's wide receiver corps. Those freshmen are good. They are good. Even though they got their butts whooped by SMU, they did put up some good points. We pray that Jalen Daniels has a big game this week. He's so far this year, he has 626 yards, 4 touchdowns, but 7 interceptions. Don't throw no interceptions. Fun fact, TCU has won 5 straight against Kansas. That's what scares me. And 10 out of the last 11. Yeah. Both teams this year are expected to have great games, or great seasons this year, but that has not gone well. And then my last pick is Georgia versus Bama. Give me Georgia -1. This is a picking game. The only reason that this one scares me is because Carson Beck's only loss has been against Bama. But this is the SEC title rematch. Jalen Monroe versus Carson Beck. Can Alabama finally score their first touchdown against Georgia this season? So no one scored a touchdown yet against Georgia. Beck is 16-1, only lost against Bama. Like I said, Jalen Monroe has 590 yards, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Bama's Ryan Williams is a 17-year-old wide receiver star. 10 catches, 285 yards, 4 touchdowns. But with that being said, give me Georgia because I believe they are the most complete team. Bama is not their year this year. Next year, though. Next year. I think they're going to be the heavy favorites. Those are my picks. Those are ChatGPT's picks. Are y'all riding? Are y'all fading? Sorry, it seems like I'm a little rushing this week because ChatGPT has Miami over 34.5, and that game is today. So I'm trying to upload this right now. And I know I've said this a bunch of times, but the top composite video is going to get posted this weekend. I promise you. I promise you. It'll be uploaded Saturday, if not tonight. But thank you again. Like, subscribe, check out the NFL video. A little fun, little insider too. I'm doing pick'ems with my actual job. I'm in dead last. The last 2 years I've profited out of it because we get paid, every week. Whoever has the best picks. This year I'm in dead last. So I have my wife pick the picks, not for this, but for my pick'ems. And so far she's picked Cowboys, so that's good. That's a plus. But anywho, like, subscribe. See y'all later.